Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending to wherever you are. I welcome you. As we all know, the Americans on Tuesday are going to polls, and the battle is between the Democrats and the Republican. That is Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And the winner will be regarded as one of the strongest presidents in the world. We have swing states which normally decide the American elections, such as Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan, Virginia, etc. And with me here today is Mr. Adolf Mukandi to give us an analysis of what he thinks of these elections. The winner will have a massive task to look at with the two crucial wars taking place currently in the world. As we all know, the Middle East, there's war there between Israel and the Palestinians and the whole region around that area. And of course, the Ukraine and Russia. So the winner will be looking at that. Over to you, Mr. Mukandi.
Thanks, Mr. Mataruka. Interesting times in store for us indeed. As Americans prepare to vote, the race between Trump and Kamala Harris has sparked intense debate, highlighting the nation's ideological divide. Who will win this crucial contest? While it's impossible to predict the exact outcome, we can explore the underlying factors that might tip the scales one way or the other. Both Trump and Harris bring distinct strengths and vulnerabilities, each embodying dramatically different visions for the country. Trump's platform calls for a return to traditional, economically robust, and conservative America. His campaign appeals to those who feel left behind by rapid social changes and frustrated by what they see as government overreach. His message centers around economic freedom, national security, and a firm stance against progressive policies on social issues. Many see Trump as a powerful symbol of economic prosperity and assertive foreign policy, drawing on nostalgia for his first term's focus on domestic job creation and tax reform. Trump's base, passionate and loyal, remains a formidable force. However, his polarizing personality and the controversies surrounding his previous presidents could work against him, especially among independents and moderate conservatives. Kamala Harris represents a path forward on equity, justice, and climate responsibility. Her campaign speaks to a coalition of young voters, minorities, and those who feel that progress has been slow on issues like healthcare, environmental reform, and social justice. Harris supporters see her as someone who can bridge divides and champion equality, but she also faces the challenge of uniting a deeply fractured Democratic base, appealing to both centrists and progressives. Harris' position as vice president and her experience with key issues like criminal justice and reform and public health give her credibility among those who prioritize government-led change. Yet, to win, she will need to energize their base to turn out in historic numbers, especially among young people and urban voters. This election isn't only about Trump or Harris. It's about the vision each represents. Voters are driven by high-stakes issues: inflation, healthcare, immigration, and climate change, all of which resonate with different constituencies. High inflation and economic uncertainty are top of mind, Trump's promise of a deregulated, business-friendly economy appeals to voters worried about job stability and the cost of living. Meanwhile, Harris' focus on investment in renewable energy and healthcare aims to create long-term growth, though some worry about the economic impact of her environmental policies. Harris' supporters back her public healthcare option and social justice initiatives, while Trump's base is wary of expanding government control, viewing his platform as protecting individual freedoms and economic growth. The contrast is striking and will heavily influence voters who see healthcare costs and social change as paramount. Climate action is a rallying cry for Harris, who advocates for policies to tackle climate change and drive a green economy. Trump's skepticism of extensive climate regulation, in contrast, appeals to those who see immediate economic risks in transitioning away from traditional energy. This election ultimately serves as a mirror reflecting America's divisions and anxieties. With such high stakes, the turnout may be record-breaking, and the results could signal not only a choice between Trump and Harris, but also a decision on how Americans define themselves in the face of modern challenges. Now, the golden question: who will win? It's a decision that lies with voters across every community and state, from urban centers to rural heartlands. No matter the outcome, this election will leave an indelible mark on the nation's history, setting a course for years to come and revealing the values and priorities that Americans hold most dear. Interesting times ahead indeed, Zorro. Only time will tell. Anyway, what's the weather like where you are?
The weather today is around 27 degrees Celsius, and the summer. It's been raining quite heavy the few days, and we're still expecting rains to come through.
Here in London, summer is slowly but surely giving way to winter. It's official. Let's wait for Tuesday as history unfolds. Good night.
Have a nice day. This is Mukanya TV.